All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that affects literally every single one of us. The hidden psychology behind spending, and those sneaky, invisible traps keeping people from becoming truly rich. You see, building lasting wealth isn't just crunching numbers, it's deeply behavioral. To grow your bank account, you really have to understand your own mind first.
Let's kick things off with a brutally honest question, kind of holding up a mirror here. Are you stuck trading earned income for immediate spending without ever reaching true financial peace? Because most people are caught right in this exact loop. Running on that perpetual treadmill where the paycheck comes in and boom, the money goes straight out the door.
And honestly, society completely conditions us to think this way. We're taught that a high salary automatically equals wealth. But if you immediately spend every single dime you earn just to look rich, you aren't actually wealthy. You're really just a highly paid conduit, funneling cash straight from your employer to luxury brands.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll cover the illusion of wealth, the lifestyle inflation trap, assets versus liabilities, overcoming emotional traps, your most valuable asset, and finally, the path to lasting wealth.
First up, number 1, the illusion of wealth.
The big illusion is thinking the income itself is what makes you rich. But in reality, wealth isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep and how you think about it. It's that retained surplus and the psychological discipline you apply to it that literally creates lasting financial independence.
Moving right along to number 2, the lifestyle inflation trap.
So, lifestyle inflation is the tendency to upgrade your car, your house, or your clothes the exact moment you get a raise. You get a promotion, and suddenly that perfectly fine sedan feels like a tractor, right? But listen, if your expenses grow at the exact same rate as your income, it mathematically guarantees you will never, ever build a financial surplus.
It is dangerously predictable how the average person's financial cycle works the second extra cash hits their bank account. Step 1, get a raise. Step 2, immediately upgrade the car or house. Step 3, zero surplus built. It's a frictionless slide right back to square one. You're making more money, sure, but you weren't a single step closer to financial freedom. Breaking this trap requires a radical behavioral shift. Wealthy individuals, they live below their means and actively invest the difference. They don't let their lifestyle creep up with every single bonus. Instead, they aggressively protect that gap between what they earn and what they spend, because that gap is their ultimate financial shield. That brings us right to trap number 3, assets versus liabilities. It is staggeringly common to confuse a liability for an asset. Look, a liability, like a car, takes money from you daily through depreciation. It loses value the literal second you drive it off the lot. An asset, on the other hand, like a rental property or a solid stock portfolio, is a silent worker. It continually puts money into your pocket.
So, true financial wisdom? It means making your income work for you by buying assets that will eventually fund the luxuries you want. Instead of buying that luxury watch with your hard-earned income today, you buy the asset and you let the cash flow from that asset buy the watch tomorrow. It's a total game changer in how you sequence your spending.
All right, moving to number 4, overcoming emotional financial traps. The psychological data on this is absolutely fascinating. Whether it's skipping the newest smartphone or resisting the urge to gamble on some trendy meme coin, delayed gratification is your ultimate secret weapon. The ability to resist a small reward right now for a much larger reward later is consistently the number 1 predictor of financial success.
Disciplined investors absolutely win by staying hyper-focused on their 10-year goals. Actively ignoring all the noisy, flashy temptations right now directly correlates to winning the long game a decade down the road.
And our emotions can also terrify us into making huge mistakes. When market downturns happen, calm investors don't see a disaster, they see a clearance sale. Think about it. The stock market is basically the only industry where people run screaming out of the store when everything goes on a 20% discount. Financial wisdom is knowing that market volatility is totally normal. Think about the massive contrast in behavior here. The fearful person panics and sells at the absolute bottom, locking in their losses. But the confident person, they stay completely calm, step in, buy those discounted assets, and build generational wealth. Okay, point number 5, your most valuable asset. Because the absolute most important asset you will ever own
It's not real estate, and it's not some index fund. It is your own mind. Specifically, your skills, your financial literacy, and your health. These are the true, rock-solid foundations of wealth. If you neglect these three pillars, honestly, no amount of financial hacks will save you. Investing in yourself is what truly removes the cap on your earning potential. When you build up your skills and your financial literacy, you massively increase your value to the marketplace. Unlike a standard salary with a strict ceiling, your ability to learn and adapt provides a totally limitless horizon for growth.
Which brings us to our final point, number 6, the path to lasting wealth.
Changing your bank account actually has to start with changing your mind. The internal shift must always precede the external results. If your mindset remains stuck in that immediate spending loop we talked about, no amount of money will save you. I mean, that's exactly why an estimated 70% of lottery winners end up bankrupt within just a few years. I absolutely love this final thought because it strips away all the fantasy and leaves you with an incredibly empowering reality. Get-rich-quick schemes prey on emotion and impatience, but get-rich surely, that is a methodical, psychological process of applying discipline over time. It's a choice you make every single day. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this to chew on. Are you currently building a foundation of true wealth, or are you just a highly paid customer for someone else's assets? Which of these hidden traps will you choose to dismantle today? Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep focusing on your goals, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.